Hi everyone, Namaste. My name is Firdaus, and you're all welcome to my channel, Hindi Sumvaad, where the word Sumvaad means conversation. This video is going to be all about the use of can and could in Hindi, so I'll be sharing the syntax along with some examples with you all. Let's start right away. We start with the word sakna. In Hindi, whenever you want to say can, could, or sometimes even will be able to, you should always use the verb sakna. Let's look at the rule along with some cases to know how to use sakna in our sentences. We'll start with the first one. Alright, so first we look at the rule, how to structure the sentences properly whenever you want to insert can or could in your sentences. Look at the examples first. The first example says, मैं गाड़ी चला सकता हूँ. Remember, wherever you find underlined N, that is a nasal sound. मैं गाड़ी चला सकता हूँ और मैं गाड़ी चला सकती हूँ, which means I can drive a vehicle or simply I can drive. Here, to structure the sentences properly, grammatically correct sentences, you must always begin with the subject, followed by the object, and ending the sentence with the verb. So we start with मैं, the subject, then the object, and the verb. For the verb, according to the rule here, you must use the main verb in its root form. In this case, it's chalana. Chalana is to operate, to run, to use. So chalana, I use the root form of chalana, which is chala. Then the conjugated form of sakna. So in this case, sakta if you're a guy, sakti if you're a girl. Okay, always depending on the subject. Followed by the helping verb. So मैं and हूँ, they complement each other. मैं always goes with हूँ. So मैं गाड़ी चला सकता हूँ, मैं गाड़ी चला सकती हूँ. This is the rule. Second sentence. हम तैर सकते हैं और हम तैर सकती हैं. Look at the subject and the verb to make sure that they agree with each other. So हम it means we, so it's a plural pronoun and must always be used with the plural verb. The main verb here is तैरना, which means to swim. I'll use the root form only तैर सकते हैं means can swim. हम तैर सकते हैं, we can swim, and there's no object, so I haven't inserted any object here. Look at the first case. Whenever you want to express ability to mean he can in the present, using the same rule, our examples could be वो हिंदी बोल सकता है और वो हिंदी बोल सकती है. Here the verb is बोलना. Use the root form बोल, then सकता है, which will be dependent on वो if वो is a male, और सकती है if वो is a female. So बोल सकता है can speak, बोल सकती है again can speak. So he or she can speak Hindi. Second example, मैं गाड़ी चला सकता हूँ. So again, it's the same example that you saw in the previous slide. And remember, to negate any sentence, you must use नहीं before the verb. In this case, वो हिंदी नहीं बोल सकता है before all the verb forms. So right before बोल, you should insert नहीं and then speak a negative sentence. He cannot speak, he or she cannot speak Hindi. मैं गाड़ी नहीं चला सकता हूँ और मैं गाड़ी नहीं चला सकती हूँ. I cannot drive, like that. Second case is whenever you want to make a polite request or even to ask for permission to say can I or may I. These are a couple of sentences here. The first one is क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? Very helpful, very useful expression to remember. क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? और क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकती हैं? मदद करना is the verb in this sentence which means to help. And remember that मदद करना always takes the postposition की along with it. So to help somebody is की मदद करना, because मदद is a feminine word. It's always की मदद करना. And whenever you have की मदद करना in any sentence, then it must always be used with a possessive pronoun. So क्या आप मुझे मदद कर सकते हैं is grammatically incorrect. There are people who use मुझे in their sentences. क्या आप मुझे मदद कर सकते हैं? To say to me, can you help me? That's wrong. You must say क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? Even if you are a guy, then also क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? So this sentence obviously means can you help me? क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं? When you speak to a male. क्या आप मेरी मदद कर सकती हैं? When you speak to a female. All right. Second sentence. क्या मैं अंदर आ सकता हूँ? और क्या मैं अंदर आ सकती हूँ? The verb is आना, to come. अंदर आना, to come inside. So क्या मैं अंदर आ सकता हूँ? Can I come in? क्या मैं अंदर आ सकती हूँ? Can I come in or may I come in? These sentences are also in present tense. Now let's move on to the third case, which is about expressing possibility. Now possibility means probability of an action happening in future or in near future. Where you mean that this can happen, he can come, but you're not sure. These are the two sentences, and notice that they are not framed in future tense because obviously will and cannot be used together. So here we don't mean will. We still mean can or sometimes even could because could also expresses possibility. So it can mean either can or could. First sentence is वो इस वक्त अस्पताल में हो सकता है और हो सकती है. The verb is होना, meaning to be. हो सकता है means can be or could be. अस्पताल is the word for hospital and this is a masculine word. अस्पताल, अस्पताल में in the hospital. And इस वक्त means this time or even right now. This is a possibility because you're not sure, you're just guessing. So this whole sentence means that he could be in hospital or he could be or she could be at the hospital. So it can mean can, could or even might. She might be at the hospital right now. He might be in hospital this time. Second sentence, आज बारिश हो सकती है. When you talk about the weather, you're not sure, you just predict. You look at the sky and you say it could rain today. So that is आज बारिश हो सकती है. बारिश होना is the verb meaning to rain. बारिश होना. बारिश हो सकती है. It can rain. It could rain today. कल बारिश हो सकती है. It can rain tomorrow. And if you say कल बारिश हो सकती थी, that is when you replace है with the past form of होना, which is थी. When you replace है with थी, कल बारिश हो सकती थी means it could have rained yesterday. कल means tomorrow as well as yesterday. If you say कल बारिश हो सकती है means it can rain tomorrow. कल बारिश हो सकती थी, it could have rained tomorrow, but it didn't. Next case is when you express past ability. Now I have three different sentences here and all the three sentences do not express past ability, but they kind of overlap. So the first sentence is पहले मैं स्पेनिश में बात कर सकता था और पहले मैं स्पेनिश में बात कर सकती थी. Verb being बात करना, to talk or to communicate. बात कर सकता था means I could talk. बात कर सकती थी, I could talk. Now this doesn't mean can. This means could in the past because I used the word पहले to give a time frame to the sentence. पहले means earlier or before. So when I say पहले मैं स्पेनिश में बात कर सकता था, I mean to say that I could speak in Spanish before or I could speak in Spanish earlier, but now I can't. Okay, so this expresses ability in the past, something that you could do before, but you can't anymore. So to express that, you must use the past form of the helping verb. Second sentence is, सोमवार को आप assignment खत्म कर सकते थे और कर सकती थीं. The verb is खत्म करना. खत्म करना means to finish. Assignment खत्म करना, to finish an assignment. Assignment खत्म कर सकते थे here corresponds to आप. So you could have completed the assignment on Monday. सोमवार को on Monday. If you know the word for on in Hindi, then you might be wondering, why is it not Somvar par? Why is it Somvar ko? That's because days of the week in Hindi are always followed by this postposition, ko. Somvar ko to mean on Monday. Ravivar ko on Sunday. Mangalwar ko on Tuesday and so on. Okay. So सोमवार को आप असाइनमेंट खत्म कर सकते थे. You could have completed the assignment on Monday. और खत्म कर सकती थी when you speak to a female. This sentence doesn't talk about a habitual action in the past, something that was repeated in the past. No, it's only about one-time action. And remember, it's always about the context and the choice of words you use to structure a sentence to derive your meaning from. Look at the first sentence again for a while. You can change it to I could have spoken in Spanish if you change some words here and there. For example, मैं कॉन्फ्रेंस में स्पेनिश में बात कर सकती थी, which means that I could have spoken in Spanish in the conference that I attended, right? So it's about the context. And the third sentence, which is again a one-time action, which means could or could not if it's a negative sentence. वो मेरी बात नहीं समझ सके. वो मेरी बात नहीं समझ सकी. समझना means to understand. The root verb is समझ. The conjugated form sake or saki, they are the perfect forms, which means that this whole sentence is in past. This sentence means that he or she could not understand what I talked about. Meri baat means my matter, something that I spoke about, something that I discussed, that I talked about. So whenever you speak something to share or to discuss, that is your baat. Okay, baatcheet means conversation, and whatever you converse about is your baat. Once again, वो मेरी बात नहीं समझ सके. Sake is plural. They couldn't understand me. I really hope that you are able to get me. मुझे पता है ये टॉपिक मुश्किल हो सकता है, लेकिन कोशिश कीजिए. If you want to construct some more sentences by yourself, do it and leave it in the comment section below this video. I'll make sure I leave your feedback. And please subscribe my channel Hindi Sumvaad. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my new videos in real time. Like the video and share with your friends. Thank you. Let's discuss case number 5. Case number 5, which is about expressing somebody's nature or character, what kind of person he or she is, using can. The first sentence says, वो धोखा नहीं दे सकता है और दे सकती है. The verb is देना, which means to give. To give what? धोखा देना. धोखा देना together means to deceive somebody, to cheat somebody. Dhoka means deceit, bluff, fraud, cheat. According to the sentence, you are talking about a person's characters. You are mentioning somebody's character trait, that he or she is this kind of a person, that he can never or she can never cheat somebody. So whenever you want to express that too, you can use sakna in this manner, that he can never cheat. So nahi, when you use nahi, which means not, he cannot cheat. Second sentence says, वो किसी को नुकसान नहीं पहुंचा सकते हैं और सकती हैं. Here वो means they. Complete verb mentioned in this sentence is नुकसान पहुंचाना. नुकसान is harm. नुकसान पहुंचाना is to inflict harm upon somebody. नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाना, to not inflict harm upon somebody. And the phrase किसी को means anybody. So the whole sentence once again means that they cannot harm anybody. So here also you talk about, you vouch for somebody's character, you talk about somebody's character trait, saying that he, she, or they are this kind of a person. And lastly, we come to case number 6, where you express future actions. Can you use will and can together? No. Remember that I said that you can never use will and can together. So this is where sakna means will be able to in certain sentences where you express actions in the future. The first sentence is कल मैं आपकी मदद कर सकूंगा और सकूंगी. The future form of sakna with I is sakunga or sakungi. Madad karna means to help. Remember, I told you it's always ki madad karna. So aapki madad karna means help you, to help you. कल मैं आपकी मदद कर सकूंगा और सकूंगी. Since kal is used with sakunga or sakungi, which are the future forms of the verb, kal obviously means tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be able to help you, or I'll be able to help you tomorrow. You can construct the same sentence in future tense also. If you don't know how to do that, go check out my video on future tense. You can say kal मैं आपकी मदद करूंगा or karungi, but that won't have sakna in it. So it will not mean will be able to. Rather, it will mean I will help you tomorrow. Okay. And the last sentence is सोमवार को तुम पार्टी में जा सकोगे और जा सकोगी. तुम is always used with सकोगे or सकोगी. So jana means to go. Ja sakoge will be able to go. Ja sakogi will be able to go. Go where? Party mein. Party mein means to a party. सोमवार को तुम पार्टी में जा सकोगे / सकोगी. On Monday you'll be able to go to a party, or you'll be able to go to a party on Monday. Okay? Always remember the rule. You need to learn it to be able to frame your own sentences. Note it down somewhere. And अब आपकी बारी. Now it's your turn. You have 4 sentences right in front of you on your screen along with the verbs, just in case you didn't know. Translate each sentence one by one and type them in the comment section. Also leave your doubts if you have any. And I'll see you next time. फिर मिलेंगे. Namaste.